Alright, hello, welcome back. Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. So today we are continuing on the 55% showcases for the new Battlefield LR Super Garlic Jr. Now so far I have actually really liked him, although I've just had a fair amount, at least in the Rose Zamasu fight in particular. I was just getting tremendously unlucky with like my rotations and everything, and I spent so much time trying to set everything up to actually get him to succeed, and it's not like he himself was looking bad. I thought he looked pretty decent, especially considering he's 55%. But the game went out of its way at every fucking turn to screw me and screw him. So it was very unfortunate. We'll see what happens with the Gohan+Goten+Trunks fight here, part 2. But so far, I actually am pretty impressed with him. I am definitely very enthusiastic to trying him out at Rainbow. I don't know if I will be doing like all the showcases again with him at Rainbow. Maybe I'll wait until I got him fully link level 10 instead of just a couple. We'll see. But either way, I'm going to jump in here. Like, I still haven't even been able to see the revive. I was trying to force it in, like, Rose Zamasu, and the game just would not let me. It was something else, I tell you. So, we're going to continue on using the sort of Goma setup I have going here. It's very effective for him, right? I mean, it's him and Goma together, like, it's such a crazy rotation. I've been changing around this sort of slot every time. Like, I've had everyone else the same. The first time I had Manga Fat Buu. The next time, last one I had STR Kid Buu. I still like STR Kid Buu, but I suppose maybe I'd need to change up my setup a little bit in order to run him effectively, because, with Kid Buu and Buhan, that's only 2 of his 3 sort of total allies, including himself, for his condition. So he was missing out on 10% damage reduction and 40% phase 1 stats, so he didn't do as well as I would have liked. So I am going to try Banner Unit Piccolo here. He should actually be a very effective support, and he's always going to have his full power. Plus, his crit support in particular, I really wanted to bring him for, because that should be very helpful for both Goma as well as Garlic Jr. Especially once and if I can actually manage to get the Garlic Jr. revive. I mean, we're going to be talking about like 51% crit support within the turn. So, I mean, that's pretty crazy. I think so. So, I mean, that effectively should be guaranteeing us crits on, like, Goma, for example. So we'll see how this plays out. But I'm going to jump in. Please, for the love of God, give me some good opening rotations here, game. Please tell me the next rotation's good. Okay, I can work with this. I can work with this huge. Because, listen, it was in the Rose Zamasu fight consistently. Like, if Garlic Jr. and Goma were on the same rotation, Garlic Jr. would be locked slot 3. Most times it would be, like, double Goma on one rotation. A lot of times I'd even get, like, Garlic Jr. like slot 7. Like, when I say it was the most shit luck, I'm not kidding. Or I'd get Goma and Garlic Jr. on one rotation. The other Goma would be slot 7, and then the first rotation would be Kid Buu, Buhan, and Gloria, with Gloria lock slot 1. And it's like, that shit happened over and over and over and over and over. It was so crazy. But I can definitely work with this for sure. So, let's see what happens here. I don't know if we'll win, but I think we can do pretty well.
My name is Glorio, the king of the 3rd demon once sent me.
Now, the way I'm going to play this out, because of the fact that I do actually really want to see the revive, I mean, this would work better if he were in slot 1, of course. Or rather, in turn 1, of course, right? But what I'm going to do with Garlic Jr. is I'm actually going to float him off next turn. Now, I know he's the showcase character, right? it does. I don't want to have to like float off the showcase character. I don't really like the idea of doing that, which was a big issue of why like Rose Zamasa took so long. Like the locking was just not on my side there at all. However, I still haven't seen his revive. You know, I haven't seen like his damage post revive. I don't know. Like I suppose I could keep him on that rotation, but like I want to actually be sure I can get it is the issue. And the earliest I'd be able to get it would be turn 7. Right? It'd be turn 6, I suppose, actually. But still, I don't... That's not good. I don't feel, at least. Maybe it'll work out, I don't know. But if I rotate him off, then he'd be able to get it. I believe he'd be able to get it on turn 5 instead. Should be. I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. I do find it very interesting, so I don't think they've actually noted it yet in the news or anything. And he's actually been out for like 2 days or something at this point. Close to it. At the time I'm recording this. So I find that very odd. So he actually has a bug in the description of his text, where when it's describing his revival skill like activation condition, it stops at fro instead of saying from the 4th turn from the start of turn. It just starts at fro. And let me show this real quick. I find it very interesting that they just like have not commented on this whatsoever. Oh yeah, so like I said, I did work on some of his links. Well, whether I used in fact, I used the orbs for all of them, but I accidentally did Metamorphosis first, because more than meets the eye, I feel like it's pretty uncommon. It's only more recent with like Goma that this link I feel like is more common. I mean, you could run like STR Kid Buu with it. But in particular, something very interesting here. So when we have Buhan on the team, right? I mean, Super Garlic Jr. has Metamorphosis, that's 10%. Thirst for Conquest, that's 15% to 25%. Big Red Bosses, another 25% to 50%. More than meets the eye, another 10%, so 60% attack and defense from these links. And the link phase is its own phase, so that's a true 60% increase from what he would have had with none of them. So it's just like so crazy, like how like good this guy's gonna look. I don't know. I really like him. Okay, I think what I'm going to do here is, and this could be a little not the best. That's only 2. I think I am gonna float him off. This way, hopefully, rather. I'm not even gonna say like guarantee. Hopefully I can actually see his revive. I've been really wanting to see it. I want to see like the damage, the extra damage he does, even at like 55%. So I can, technically, I suppose, this is actually really good that they're supering there. I actually can, I suppose, get him up to, what is it? It's 89%, I believe it would be, technically. Because I go for the defense route, the bottom left instead of the top right. I used to go for the top right first, but nowadays, past couple of years or so, a few years. Honestly, it's been a bit, but I go for the bottom left path with most characters. I really like to prioritize defense. I suppose there's some times where I do prioritize the attack. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I'm dead. You know, that's crazy that Garlic Jr. and, like, Buhan were taking the same damn damage. I mean, I suppose Garlic Jr. had 60% damage reduction versus 44%, but, you know, Buhan had attacked, man. What the fuck?
Alright, let's do this.
See, now this is actually huge if... Okay, no, we can actually work with this. Float him off immediately. This is going to be very good. Okay, because this should allow me to actually be able to see, what his, revive is going to do for us. So, I will float him off here still. I think that is definitely the quote-unquote most effective play. And then, Garlic Jr. can really show his power. Also, another thing with having, like, Mini Piccolo on the team, that is going to allow AGL Kid Gohan to obviously have his unit super. So that will make him a decent bit more tankier. I mean, there's a lot of support on this team, of course, but I feel like every little bit is going to be helpful. I don't know, his EZ is a little weird. I don't like how it's restricted to Demonic Power or Heavenly Events ally on the rotation. I feel like that's a bit too restrictive. But it does allow him to be, like, beneficial for, like, a villain setup, too. I feel like Demonic Power is obviously more of, like, a villain setup, although, to be fair, I suppose recently, rather, it's become a lot more, like, mixed, I feel. I don't know, it's a little bit of both, I guess. And especially, I mean, we're gonna have, like, Adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku coming from Dynamite. And, I mean, there's no reason he shouldn't be Demonic Power, so. We're certainly in for a very interesting time for this category. So, 19.1. I mean, this is without... I suppose he does have Demonic Ways with Kid Gohan, but I don't... That's Link level 5. But we don't have, like, the Great Bosses, or it's the Eye, or Thirst for Conquest. Okay, well, that's not good. I guess it's just turn 1. Yeah. I don't know how much damage they do turn 1, but... we live, and that is the important part. Okay, so... I can get Buhan his full damage reduction, that's good. And... I am a bit concerned about the AoE happening before Goma attacks, because, with Glorio... I mean, as long as I get a bunch of, like, the essay phase defensive boosts, at least versus Rose, I actually saw him get to the point where he could tank a couple of AoEs. Like, the Goma support, it's just so crazy, right? So we'll see. Can we actually dodge? We do. That's huge. He should definitely be able to live 1. 100%. Really? How much fucking damage does their AoE do? What the hell? He can't even live 1? Yeah, see, that's why I was concerned about where the fuck... God damn it. Oh, hold on. What? What is this? I've seen this a couple of times recently. Is this like a glitch? I haven't seen this before. Why are there no fucking, like, nodes? That's so weird. Okay, I guess we continue on.
Alright, let's do this.
God. Okay, well, thankfully... Yeah, I had a fucking feeling. I had a feeling, man. Oh my god. Alright, so this time around, I have to keep him on the rotation. I have to rotate this Goma. I don't know, though. That's not a very good thing, I don't feel. Oh, what the fuck is orbs? I suppose we can see what he can do in slot 1 before attacking. I mean, to be fair, it's not like Gohan does all that much damage before turn 4, but still, I suppose we can see what he tanked from the super. I mean, we have type advantage, class disadvantage, 60% damage reduction. We don't have a lot of... Ooh, okay. And then he dies. Yeah, so, I mean, he's definitely not meant as a slot 1, obviously. He can be definitely very weak to AoEs. His revive is a really good thing to have, but it's been very difficult for me to actually...
Right, let's do this.
Utilize it in any way that really matters. Because of the fact that it's restricted to 4th turn from the start of turn. I really hate that it's 4th turn from the start of turn. I feel like it should be from the start of battle. Start of turn is just like the worst condition. And it's like... I don't know why they I thought it was a good idea to give that to him. There's just no way that makes any semblance of sense to me personally. I'm gonna grab all these SCR orbs, and the goal of trying to... didn't look like it worked out. I was gonna say, in the goal of trying to actually create some more setup for Gohan next turn. Maybe I can still work with it, I don't know. Yeah, I really like Garlic Jr. though, but I feel like I've just not had the best luck, because I really want to see the revive, and see like his damage post-revive, even at 55%. And plus, it will make him more tanky, right? Because he does get the extra support for a few turns. As well as the additional. Now, it's only a high chance of becoming a super. And I do think, for my hidden potential build, I will mainly prioritize additional. But, like, I don't know. I could definitely see, like, the value in crit, too, to be honest. So I'm not entirely sure just yet. But either way, like, that additional could help both make him a lot tankier and do a decent bit more damage. Because he does have some decent stats, even at 55%, I do feel, when you can actually see him start to build up a little bit. It's just... I've not been the most lucky with actually being able to see that consistently, unfortunately. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. So... should I... like, keep him on that rotation, or should I float him instead? I feel like I want to float him again, but I don't know. We'll see how everything works out. Now, obviously, we do have Glorio support now. So, I mean, that will be helpful. Or actually, did we have it before that one turn? I don't know. I suppose the big issue, to be fair, though, was the fact that I really couldn't get Gohan a lot of orbs, in particular. 43 mil, by the way. Casual. And that's without Garlic Jr.'s intro support. Don't let anyone tell you, like, Glorio sucks. I don't get where that narrative came from. Like, he's weak to AoEs, and I suppose there are a lot of AoEs, but I don't get why I see people, like, talk so much shit about Glorio. I still feel like he's one of the better TURs in the game, for sure. So they definitely did such an excellent job with him. The fact that he has done so well, like, throughout the constant meta shifts throughout the year or so that he's been out, like, I don't know, I just really like him. Okay, so I can go for 3 Rainbow Key Spheres. That's 8-2, so he should be very effective defensively. Especially because the AoE is also after Goma gets to attack, so I'll even most likely, I suppose it's not guaranteed, but most likely I'll be able to actually get the extra support too. Yep, so I got the additional, that's huge. You need to dodge this, buddy. Thank you. Okay, yeah, 51.7. Goma is just so crazy. And that's the thing that, like, makes Garlic Jr. even better. Like, his individual performance, I feel like, is so good. But especially because he is the best friend to the best character in the game. You know, like, I feel like he's a pretty big help to this team. For sure. And, like, Goma is going to do so much extra damage, and the extra defense from the Lynx, I feel like, could honestly be pretty helpful in being able to win a fight. I don't know if it will, but I think it definitely could be pretty helpful in being able to win a fight. God damn. This is turn 2. Yeah, I mean, Glorio helped set us up greatly last turn. Goten and Trunks are pretty low. Okay, now how do I want to proceed with this? I could... No, actually, no, we got the massive healing. So I suppose I can. I was going to say, I could use his active. So, unfortunately, you know, this Goma did not want to be very good dodging. The super from Gohan he'll be fine against. The issue is how do I handle the super from I don't know. If Goten and Trunks are there, like, I need to dodge. I'm trying to determine if I want to use the active skill or not. That's what I'm doing right now. The giant form, I don't know. Like, I can definitely... It'd make this a lot safer. It would make this a lot safer. What is his dodge again? Okay, so it does just proc at the start of turn. Or rather, as soon as we collect the P-Sphere. Because I was curious about that. Because that way he would be protected from the Goten Trunks AoEs. And he'll get tanky enough to the point where he's fine against Gohan. Still, though, I don't know. I think I really need to prioritize taking care of Goten and Trunks here. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's pop it. Okay, now we pop the active skill. Oh, come on. I didn't even get the crit. That's some bullshit. Okay, well... I suppose it's not the worst thing. I should still be able to kill within this turn, right? Within the giant form? I don't know, actually. Maybe not. I mean, this will get rid of Gohan Super. Not that I was too concerned about it, to be fair, I suppose, but... That's something to consider. That will be helpful. Yeah, see, Goten and Trunks supered right there. That's what I was worried about, too. Okay, well, I mean, he could have dodged, I suppose, but I feel like this is much better to actually just not even have to risk it. And this way, I should actually finally be able to see Garlic Jr. survive. I hope. Because he'll be coming against turn 5. Gohan. So, you know, he does a decent bit of damage by that point. I would be very surprised if Garlic Jr. can somehow tank that slot 1. Like, there'd be no way. No way at all. But, you know, I guess we'll see. I don't see it. So, we're actually not going to kill them. But we can still kill them throughout this turn, so it's not the biggest deal, I suppose. Okay, well that actually is a pretty big deal, though. 8 million different attacks by Goten and Trunks in slot 1. Can't say I'm a fan of that. Not in the slightest. We can still kill them this turn, though. Keep in mind, I mean, Piccolo is giving the crit support to Goma, and he does still have his dodge. Right? So we do need to dodge that, buddy. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Dude, there's no fucking way. You have a 73% chance to dodge, you fucking bitch. Oh my god. They super the exact same fucking slot I was concerned about them supering. And then they fucking kill. Jesus Christ, bro. And that's exactly why I was concerned, too. Okay, what the hell is the deal with this friend? Is this one of those, like, dev friends? Like, I don't understand. How do you not have a gold slot when you have 2 hidden potential rooms? What? Why is Fear and Faith link level 2 and everything else? Oh my god. There's no way I'm going throughout the showcases without getting this revive in. How many fucking attempts do I have left? 2. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut away. I'm going to reset on a couple of other stages, trying to actually get a better Goma friend lead, and try and set up a scenario where Garlic Jr. can get his revive. Like, if I have to come back tomorrow or something, like, I have not seen his revive once. Like, I figured I could force it pretty easily here, but, you know, if Goma wants to act like a little fucking bitch, it's kind of hard, unfortunately, so... God damn it. Alright, yeah, either way, I don't know if it'll be here soon, or... You know, I am actually expecting we should be getting all the... We definitely, rather, should be getting all the androids. Because I'm expecting the tech androids and then, like, 2 sub-EZAs. It should be 19 and 20 int, and then 16 and 18 physical, that are getting their sub-EZAs, along with the tech androids getting their EZAs, or maybe they even do something like a super EZA for the free-to-play LR, Future 17 and 18, something like that I think they could do. So we'll see what happens tonight. Should be a pretty big night. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to record this later on tonight, or when. I will get this out at some point, though, and god damn it, Garlic Jr. will get his fucking revive in here. I will stand on that. It may be a little difficult, though, apparently. So we'll see. But either way, I will be back. Okay, so, let me just show this. I tried, again, another 6 attempts, and I just... There were a couple scenarios where I got close to getting the revive up, but, you know, characters kept dying. I kept getting unlucky with, like, Goten+Trunks supers, and... I don't know, like, this is a bit of an anticlimactic end, but I don't want to have to wait another, like, 24 hours, and then if those go around, another 24 hours, and... I think what I'll do... is I think I'll end things here, right? Bit anticlimactic once again, but I don't know. I don't want to just like keep having to, because attempt limits. I mean, I think what I'll do, you know, because I do want to try him out. It won't be Rainbow, but it'll be like mostly duped. I think what I'll do is I'll just like jump against like the Rose Zamasu fight specifically for a solid like hour or so, and just to see some like more gameplay from him, as well as see if I can't get the revive there once I have the dupes in him, and just try him out when he actually has all that extra power in him. So I'll probably get like one more showcase up for him specifically with the dupes, and just like go a huge gauntlet against Rose Zamasu, and just see all the different sort of scenarios and stats from him. But otherwise, I don't know. This is... with an attempt limit fight, it's just really difficult. I know the lock was like really annoying with Zamasu, but I'm just gonna have to like work around it, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, I suppose I'm going to end things here. However, just to make things a little interesting here at the end, I figure what I'll do instead is let me pop over to the Battlefield tab. And once again, they really need to increase the points for this. I talked about this in the first one. As you can see, I can't grab all 4. I can grab 3, though, which will get him most of his power. And it's not like I've grabbed all of the copies in the past, right? I'm missing 3 copies of Anilza, 4 copies of Cell and Frieza from GT, 1 copy of Hachiek, Shadow Dragon Legion, ignore that. I'm missing 4 copies of Dabura and Babidi, 2 copies of King Cold and Frieza. You can ignore these 2. Like, I have Krillin Rainbowed, but I only have gotten 2 copies of 18. Like, there have been times where I've gotten, like, Elder Kais and such from here, but it's not like I'm even close to cleaning out the shop here. Like, there is a lot I am still missing. They need to do something about the Battlefield map. I was actually going to put something about it in the survey, but the survey they had was literally specifically about the 40th anniversary Dragon Ball event. Which I did like overall, but I did let them know, like, hey, you know, these characters, while I do like stacking, I don't know if they're the best in the current meta, as well as the equip event was the most horrific designed equip event ever. Never do it again. And not those specific words, but that's essentially what I told them. So I figure how I'll end things here then Oh yeah, that's what the build I have made. I made rather, for. I suppose I already did have like them rainbowed and such. That's the new build I have going. For the androids, their EZA comes out tonight. So what I'm gonna do here, I'll just to end things off. I'll put the equips in them now, and the dupes, whatever, both. And next time I'll just like show my build, just in case no one saw this one, or whoever watched that one didn't see this one. Rather, I should phrase it that way. And I'll just jump straight into things and see how it goes. So I think what I want to do with Garlic Jr., I really think going additional is really wise. But I also see for him, like crit, I think can be pretty valuable too. I don't know, maybe honestly something like this. Like 17 additional, 9 crit. I think could work out well. And then let me select this. I want to throw the level 7 defense on him for sure. Then I want to throw an additional crit on him, is what I want to do. So I think leaning into like the crit will certainly be helpful for him. Because he has huge stats, but without like crit built in besides after his revive, it's not going to do the most damage. But I'm also someone who prefers like tankier characters, and I think he should be very excellent as a tank. So what I also want to do is throw a defense dodge on him. Although, maybe not that one specifically, that's just extreme class. Terrifying Conqueror. Powerful comeback, yeah, I can do powerful comeback. Something like this, I think, should be a very effective build for him. A little bit of dodge, some crit, some additional. Mainly the raw defense, I think, will provide immense value to him. So I'll show this build when I'm jumping into the next one as well. But I think we're going to end... I mean, obviously we are, because I just put all the dupes and everything into him. We're going to be ending the 55% showcases here. I do tend to do like 3. This is the 3rd one. I didn't get the revive. I do want to get the revive in, so I do want to jump in against Rose Samasu and just test him out now that I have all these dupes in him, because I think he will be significantly better. I mean, he was still pretty good, but I think he'll be significantly better. So we'll have to see either way. But I'm going to end things here. I don't know when I'm going to do that, because there's also like the androids coming out tonight. And I do want to potentially look into showcasing them, but like I don't have 16 or MVP 17, which they get so much value from. It's insane how much value they get from both of those characters. So I don't know. I mean, I might be able to make something work, though. We'll see. But either way, I'm going to end things here. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.